Hello, my friends. My name is Lee from the Pencil Training Team, and welcome to Product Concepting with Pencil. In this three-part series, we'll walk you through how to use Pencil to create original product concepts. From the text generation, which we'll do today, down to the imaging and then the packaging. To bring this to life, we've created a fictional brand called Dolce Ria. Inspired by real client work and our own experiences here with the team, Dolce Ria acts as a strategic example to showcase Pencil's powerful capabilities. So let's dive in. Not so fast. Before we dive into the deep end, have you filled in your brand and asset library? Because sure, you can dive in head first, but I promise you that the more you teach Pencil about your brand, everything from the brand colors to the tone of voice and the audience, the more that you teach it about your brand, far better results you will receive. So, if that's something new to you and you haven't filled that in, please don't worry. My good friend Tim has done a feature focus all about this, and you can find that in the description below or linked at the end of this video. Okay, now I'll let you dive in. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to projects. We're going to click new project. We're going to generate texts, and then we're going to choose our model. I'm going to kick off with OpenAI GPT-4. Your screen should look a little something like this. We can now name our project so we can keep track of it and not lose it. And if you're thinking to yourself, Lee, surely it can't be this easy, or with the power of Pencil, I'm very pleased to tell you that it is. So we're going to fire over to this text box, and the first thing I'm going to type in really simply, can you suggest a unique product that's never been created before for Dolce Ria? And just like this, a little bit of waiting, and boom, we are met with so much information we did not have before. Ideas on flavors, ideas on the audience, that really gives us something to get started with. Now you can immediately tell that Pencil is looking at those brand assets, it's reading the library, it's understanding the tone of voice, and that's great. We're getting real relevant results. But if I can be a little bit more cheeky, I'm going to ask my favorite follow-up question when it comes to product concepting. That's great. Can I have 5 more? Because why not have a few more options to choose from at the drop of a hat? Because that's Pencil. Now, diving deeper into these results, some of them stand out to me as winners more so than others, which is kind of what we wanted. I look at these results and number 4 and 5 don't really hit me as hard. Cookie jars, adventure kits. Here at Dolce Ria, we're in the fictional business of making tasty treats, not really making furniture and things to go around your house. So I'm looking at number 1 as my kind of winner, Dolce Ria's Sweet Harmony bars. So I'm going to ask Pencil to focus in on that. I like concept 1. Can I have 3 more like this? Let's get focused. Now, with our brand guidelines almost serving as our GPS or our sat nav, and you, my friend, as our driver behind the wheel, we're coming up with some real winners, some real solutions that we could actively use. But let's move from the product concept more so now until flavor. I'm going to say I like the idea of Dolce Ria's flavor fusion cookies. Can you give me 5 flavor combinations that might work with this product? Now, a real test here of what is a real flavor and what actually works. And looking at these results, don't judge my palate here, but these all look pretty tasty. Raspberry and dark chocolate, caramel and sea salt. These are things that you would find in regular products. So we're going pretty well here. But just to push that boat a little bit further, that's great. Give me 10 more, because why not? Okay, we don't just have a product that we like the look of. We now have 15 flavor choices to play with. And as newly appointed CEO of Dolce Ria, I like the look of peanut butter and banana, which is what we're going to use for our next stage, which is looking at audience. Because now that we have our product, we need to know who it's aimed at. So, who's our target audience? Let's head back over to the text box, and we're going to say, now that I have the product concept of Dolce Ria's flavor fusion cookies, give me 5 audience groups that might enjoy the peanut butter and banana flavor. And give me details on where/when they might enjoy it. And just like that, we have 5 really interesting and different audience groups that we can play with when it comes to the next stage of this campaign. I really like the look at number 2, fitness enthusiasts, especially that line there, the combination of protein-rich peanut butter and energizing banana. This makes it really interesting and really easy when it comes to concepting the next stage. And just like that, we now have a new, unique product that matches and aligns with our brand as it currently stands. We know the flavors and the options that we have to play with there, and we know what kind of customer would look for it and where and when they would consume it. This is a great example of how pencil in your hands can be used to stretch and really push your creativity's limits. And that is it, my friends, for part one of this three-part series. If you'd like to see how we take these findings today and turn them into images, product mock-ups, packaging, videos, and more, stay tuned to the rest of the series. Or if you'd like even more detail on what we've covered here today, check out the playbook in the description below. Please reach out to the Pencil team if you have any questions at all. I've been Lee. Thanks so much for watching.